I'm gonna show you how to make very simple but also very important operations when it comes to PHP and preprocess and process data. And the question is, how do I write a PHP code that allows my form data to be processed, and if it should meet a certain value, it will then send the user to a page or a URL. So when you use PHP, you just should keep in mind that PHP is often used together with HTML. It's not required, but it's very usual. And how is the best way to communicate with the PHP is when you use form. Actually, this is a way to send the data from your browser to your server. And according to that question, actually we have three important steps here. The first thing is to write a form that will accept some data. The second thing is to create a PHP logic that processes this data, and also have some validation, and then redirect to a certain URL or a page. So as a first step, we can create the form, which will be very simple, and actually we can use as example some prototype of the Quora question form. So each form starts with this HTML tag, and then you can have different form elements. I will send you a link for all elements that exist that HTML provides, but now we're gonna use just text field, which could be this. Almost all form elements start with input, then they have a type. In this case, this is text field, and also they have some default value. In this case, we are not going to set a value. I will show you later how to get the value from the server and set it as default. And actually this is gonna be just, let's see, the question. This will be the question when you want to ask. So what else we have? Actually, we don't have tags and categories on Quora, but let's imagine that we have. And just an example, I will put here some categories, and we can have an element that provides drop-down list with predefined options. This could be useful just in this case when you know what type of value you should accept here. So, for example, the question can be very different. So you can predefine all questions that the user can ask, but you can predefine the categories of your question. So let's have, for example, question, a category of type computers. So in the value we put the machine name of computer, and this is something like label. We even can have different label from the value. And let's put another option, for example, let that be what else, books. Why not? Let it be books. So we can write books here. And actually our form is ready to be used, I think. A very important thing here is that you can actually, because I can see in the question that we have a question if we can redirect to another page. Yes, we can, and that can be done with the action attribute of the form, and it could be, for example, form action. It could be on the same page, or we can point to to a different page, but I will not gonna set it now because actually this is an online tool and I don't have currently another page. But if you want to redirect to another page, you can do it through this action attribute and, for example, point to this page. So I'm not gonna set that for now, but you got the point, I believe. And actually, one important attribute when it comes to have something between the tag, this is called attributes, and in the form attributes you can put a method. This is very important. The methods could be post or get methods, and this is how you process actually your data. For example, if your method is get, your variables are sent directly through the URL of the page, and you can see them directly on the URL. If you choose post, your variables are not visible in the URL, and they are just sent to the through the browser to the PHP, and PHP then can it can get them. So most often post method is used to send a data to the servers. It doesn't make sense to send the data to the URL because you don't need it. But actually this is very interesting topic to discuss, actually, in which cases we need to use posts and which cases we can use gets. So I'm gonna write this question: when you use post and when you use get. Also I need to send more examples about all form elements which HTML provides. So once we have set the method, we have also the form elements, and actually now if I run this snippet, I believe that I will see the output. Yes, I now I have the question text field. Now I have also the category field, and what I need here, because I can submit this form without button, so I will need a button, and the button can define again here in the as input, but actually this time is input type is equal to button. Sorry, it's not a button, but it's submit. If you want to submit a form and send the form to the server, you should use this submit type. And actually you can set a value, for example ask. Let the value be ask. This is the label of the button, and now when I refresh the output, I have a button ask. So we are ready with the first part of our script. We have the form. Now we should connect that form with with the PHP, so we can process it and also make some operations.